Okay, you guys, I'm gonna try and make this video, and I'm gonna try and make this video with heart, all the heart I can. Okay, so why is it in today's day we don't see any concerts being performed by certain people who are locally musicians, right? How come humanity as a whole is not seeing like these grand people who want to start bands like all across the world? Like, this is not happening anymore, and I'm wondering, what happened to all the great bands of the world? What happened to all the great singers of the world? What happened to all those great entertainers in the world? What happened to them? What happened to them, you guys? What happened to them? What happened? Because we're living this year, 2026, right? We're living in this world, 2026. Where are the bands? Where are the singer people? Where are like the entertainer people to I guess awaken to the fact that I don't know. This is freaking weird. Like I'm getting to the point to now to where I'm thinking about like all these different scenarios of the what could have been thing. It's like what happened to what happened to like these groups of friends, of people who actually share the same dream of like wanting to start like a music band and stuff? Like what happened to like that spirit? What happened to that spirit of, okay, we're a group of friends, let's try to get together and try and make a band, right? Like, in this year 2026, it's like I'm a millennial, I'm 38, and sometimes I stay here and I think about these kind of things, like what happened to what happened to that spark, of that musical affinity within certain human beings. Like, they would talk amongst themselves and think like, hey, yeah, we should start a band and try and be famous. It's like none of these people nowadays are doing that anymore. Why is that? Why? Why aren't people of today's day getting together and forming these groups, getting creatively together and forming these groups? Like, why aren't these people doing this anymore? Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand the logic of how the certain people of today now can have like one or two and three friends and be like it's just like the same it's just like the same copy of a day over and over and over again. It's just the same copy of a day over and over and over again. You never hear about anything new. You never hear about anything intriguing. You never hear about anything like a new music band in the USA or something, like being promoted. Like you don't hear any of this shit. You don't hear any of this freaking shit. Why? Why is that? Why? What are people doing? What are they doing? You know? It's like what the fuck has happened, you guys? What the fuck has happened? To where we can't form any sort of like communal connection or bond to even form a freaking band in a garage anymore. Like, where did that fucking go? Where? Like, all these fucking people out here right now just want to fucking go to work, not think of anything productive, not think of anything substantial for life. It's like none of these people want to fucking do this shit anymore. None of these NPCs want to freaking think this way anymore. It's like, what am I, the last freaking organic human on Earth? Like, what am I? It's like, come on, people, come on. What the fuck are we doing? Why are we making it this hard for life to be so this boring? Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Seriously. We're not doing anything to, us as a human species, we're not doing anything to pretty much essentially sustain our life here on this planet. We're not doing anything. And I don't know what I'm going to have to do to get through to fucking people, because this is a really serious thing. It really is. It's a really serious thing that needs to be addressed. Alright? And it's not, people aren't doing that. They're not doing that. They're just acting like stupid robot NPCs. Who just want to follow the protocol of, hey, go to, try to get hired somewhere, make money and work my whole life. That's it. There's no innovative mindful thinking with these people anymore. There's not. And that's what I have to say. Because it needs to be addressed. Nobody else is gonna fucking address it. Like, this NPC world, dude, is just, it's not, it's not progressing anywhere. It's not going anywhere. NPC world. It's just crazy that I have to try and make a video like this, dude, because I don't really want to. I don't even want to at all. I just wish I could be a monk somewhere and just, meditate all day and, I don't know. But unfortunately, I have to be in America and trying to survive this inflation. Survive trying to get a job somewhere by a miracle, hopefully. Like, this is where we're at now, you guys. This is where we're at. Alright? It fucking sucks. Fucking sucks really bad. And I'm not afraid to say anything like that because I know it sucks. I know it sucks, but we have to try and progress. We have to try to give it our all now this time. To progress further now in life. We have to try and do that. There's no choice. There's no choice. We do it or it's just nothing at all, man. But we're struggling, trying to make it at least. you know, and that's what I realize. That's what I realize. That you have to try to go out there and struggle and try and make it for yourself while, say you're in a relationship, which I am in a relationship. I have to try and make it work for him too. So, I can't give up on that fact that I have to contribute my part into trying to survive in this stupid world because this world only operates over loose energy anyway. So it's like, by the time you've awakened, it's like, okay, what else can I do now? What else can I do to ascend, to a higher frequency, to a higher state of mind, to a higher state of being, without being mogged by these lower frequency beings who we call NPCs, right? These lower frequency beings are called NPCs, okay? Because they haven't awakened to the fact that, I don't know, dude. Just, the earth frequencies, the earth frequencies are still going to raise by the sun and the moon. The sun is still going to project these mass solar flares to the earth, and, I really don't know what to say after that. I really don't know what to say after that. Because the solar flares, if they're hot enough, and as a matter of fact, if we happen to do have like a mega flare that could fucking burn the whole world up, like the fucking movie Knowing. That could possibly happen too. We never know. The time or the hour that could happen. We never know, you guys. So just don't take anything for granted. Be grateful and humble for the little things that you do have. I'm sorry that we have to so-called live in this minimalistic society, but, it's really all we can do for right now. I'm talking to millennials and Gen Z, it's, don't feel bad about it because, I do feel bad about it most of the time, and just don't feel bad about it, Just try and don't feel bad about it because it's not your fault. None of this is our fault. It's just what it has to be for now, and until people can fix the stupid prison planet Earth system, it's like nothing's gonna change, This whole earth is not going to change for humans in the least if the humans living here don't try and change and do something about it. It's, until we start trying to do that, it's not going to change. It's not going to change. It's just not, unless us as a collective can come together, like in a massive scale, like nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change in the least. Unless we can come together on a massive scale, thinking about like, okay, how can we change this problem, but whatever, I don't know, it's just, sometimes I just think it's all fucked, but sometimes I do have a little bit of hope in humanity, to say the least. I don't know, though. All we can do is just keep doing us. Until the end of the world happens. I don't know, at this point. It's fucking crazy.